subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Hello friends, how are you all? Welcome to our weekly update session on banking and financial awareness. Here, these banking updates we are covering between 1st March to 7th March. So friends, these updates, these MCQs may be useful for your all upcoming banking and insurance related exams. Now let's start our session. And friends, one more thing, this video PDF you can download from our Telegram channel. The Telegram channel link I have given in description section. Friends, now the question says, name the Indian origin has been appointed as the first Vice President and COO, Chief Operating Officer of New York based Federal Reserve Bank. So name the first origin has been appointed as Vice President and Chief Operating Officer of New York based Federal Reserve Bank. We'll see the options. Options are A. G.S. Sandhu, B. Sudha Balakrishnan, C. Naurin Hassan, D. Charanjit Atra. E. None of these. Friends, the right answer is option C. It is Naurin Hassana. So the Federal Reserve System, so it is a central bank system of our United States of America, USA. So like our for India it is RBI, our Federal Reserve Bank. So like that. For USA, the bank name is Federal Reserve Bank. So here the question is, name the Indian origin. So Naurin Hassan is our Indian origin. So he has appointed as first Vice President and COO of New York based this Federal Reserve Bank. So he is the first Indian origin. So to that cadre, to that post. So you need to remember Naurin Hassan. So he is Indian origin person. So when it comes to this Federal Reserve Bank, so it was established in year 1913. So when it comes to static part, you need to remember this Federal Reserve Bank of USA. So this bank established in the year 1913, December 23. So when it comes to chairman name is Jerome Powell. Jerome Powell, he is the chairman of this Federal Reserve Bank. Now moving on to next question. The question says, who has been appointed as Revenue Secretary of India? Who has been appointed as Revenue Secretary of India? We'll see the options. Options are A. Debashish Chakravarti, B. Sanjay Kumar, C. Indrajit Arora, D. Tarun Bajaj. E. None of these. We'll see the right answer. Right answer is option D. Tarun Bajaj. Now central government center has given additional charge of the post of this Revenue Secretary to current Economic Affairs Secretary Tarun Bajaj. So present Tarun Bajaj handling Economic Affairs Secretary. So additional to this job, our central government has given additional charge for the post of Revenue Secretary. So now he is handling both Revenue Secretary as well as Economic Affairs Secretary. So when it comes to Tarun Bajaj background, so Sri Tarun Bajaj, he is 1988 batch Haryana cadre IAS officer. So he replaces Finance Secretary Ajay Bhushan Pandey. So earlier in this place, Revenue Secretary, his name is Ajay Bhushan Pandey. So he replaces this Tarun Bajaj. So now Tarun Bajaj becomes the Revenue Secretary of India. Now moving on to next question. The question says, the Reserve Bank of India has included the Fino Payment Bank in the second schedule of RBI Act. In RBI Act year they are asking this question. So RBI has included this Fino Payment Bank in the second schedule of RBI Act. So that Act name you are asking. We'll see the options. Options are A. 1935, B. 1949, C. 1969, D. 1934. Friends, your right answer is option D. It is 1934. So RBI has included the Fino Payment Banks in the second schedule of RBI Act 1934. So Fino Payment Bank has recently been designated as Scheduled Commercial Banks by Reserve Bank of India under the Act 1934. You need to remember here. Now Fino Payment Bank has included in second schedule of Reserve Bank of India. Now moving on next question. The question says, Mattam Venkatrao has recently been appointed as new MD and CEO of which bank? Mattam Venkatrao, M.V. Rao, he has appointed recently as MD and CEO of which bank? We'll see the options. Options are A. Bandhan Bank, B. Canara Bank, C. Central Bank of India, D. Union Bank of India. In none of these. Friends, right answer is option B. Sorry, option C. It is Central Bank of India. So earlier he is ED of Canara Bank. Now he became MD and CEO of Central Bank of India. So he moved from Canara Bank to Central Bank of India. So remember friends, the right answer is option C. It is Central Bank of India. Mata Venkat Rao, he is appointed as MD and CEO of Central Bank of India. Earlier he was ED, Executive Director for Canara Bank. Now he moved to Central Bank of India as MD and CEO. Friends, now moving on to next question. The question says, Yield is an online platform to buy and sell bonds as well as debentures in the secondary market, launched by which company recently? Simply, which company has launched this Yield, an online platform for buy and sell these bonds as well as debentures? We'll see the options. Options are A. Kotak Securities, B. Axis Securities, C. Relief, D. Sundaram Paribas. Friends, we will see the right answer. Right answer is option B, Axis Securities. Yes, friends, Axis Securities announced they are going to launch. So they launched already that Yield. It is an online platform they made for buy and sell bonds as well as debentures in the secondary market. So with a simple investment process, this Yield is the first of its kind initiative. So this allows retail investors direct access to these debt instruments. The debt instruments that are these bonds as well as debentures. Friends, when it comes to this Axis Securities, it is 100% subsidiary company of Axis Bank. So Axis Direct, it is a flagship brand under this Axis Securities. So it is 100% subsidiary of Axis Bank. Now moving on next question. The question says, who has been ranked as top billionaire in the Hurun Global Rich List 2021? Who has been ranked as top billionaire in the Hurun Global Rich List 2021? We'll see the options. Options are A. Elon Musk, B. Jeff Bezos, C. Bernard Arnault, D. Bill Gates. In none of these. So the right answer is option A. Elon Musk. Elon Musk, he belonged to USA. So his age is 49. So he became the top billionaire in the Hurun Global Rich List in 2021. So followed by Jeff Bezos, age 57. He belonged to also USA. And third billionaire Bernard Arnault, his age is 71. He belonged to France. And fourth position Bill Gates, his age is 65. He belonged to USA only. So out of this, Elon Musk, he is the top billionaire among global billionaires that released by Hurun Global Rich List. Hurun Global Rich List has recently released top billionaires in the world. So in that list, Elon Musk became the first top billionaire in that list year 2021. Now next question says, which bank signed MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, with the Indian Army for salary accounts? Which bank signed MOU with Indian Army for salary accounts? Which is options. Options are A. HDFC Bank, B. Kotak Mahindra Bank, C. Axis Bank, D. Citibank. In none of these. Right answer is option B. Kotak Mahindra Bank. So this MOU was signed to provide salary account to accounts of all active and retired army personnel. So especially these accounts, the salary accounts provided to all active and retired army personnel. So the bank will also provide additional benefits to army personnel. So this MOU will enable the bank to offer more products and services to active and retired army personnel. So like zero balance salary accounts and low rate of interest loans and with earn around 4% interest on their savings. So they are giving more. So usually in now banks reduce their salary their savings bank interest now. So this Kotak Mahindra Bank is going to give around 4% per annum as interest for savings deposits. So when it comes to static part of this Kotak Mahindra Bank headquarters, it is Mumbai. When it comes to tagline, let's make money simple. It is the tagline of Kotak Mahindra Bank. So simply you remember Kotak Mahindra Bank and Indian Army made one MOU. So for Indian Army people, for opening salary accounts. That's it. Now moving on next question. The question says, which organization launched RuPay Soft POS payment solution for merchants? Which organization launched this RuPay Soft POS payment solution for merchants? We'll see the options. Options are A. Mastercard, B. SBI card, C. NPCA, D. BNC means SBI payment and NPCA. In none of these. So friends, is the right answer. Right answer is option D. It is BNC. Yes, SBI Payment Bank and NPCA. So this RuPay Soft POS, a solution which was launched for millions of Indian merchants by NPCA in a partnership with whom? With SBI Payments. So this solution will offer an innovative approach to transform this NFC, near field communication enabled smartphones, into merchants POS, point of sale terminals for the retailers. So with the help of this RuPay Soft POS solution, so merchants will be able to perform contactless payments of up to 5,000 rupees through tap and pay mechanism. Friends, this point you need to remember regarding to this question. So the main usage for this RuPay Soft POS is, so the merchants will be able to perform contactless payments of up to 5,000 through tap and pay mechanism on smartphone mobiles only. So that is the answer. It is SBI and NPCA. So they made this a platform. That platform name is RuPay Soft POS. So maximum 5,000 rupees through contactless they can pay. Now when it comes to static part of this question, the headquarters of this NPCA, it is Mumbai, and present MD and CEO of NPCA, Dilip Asbe. Now moving on to next question. The question says, which insurance company had launched Business Kist Suraksha insurance cover? Business Kist Suraksha insurance cover. Which company has launched? Which insurance company? Its options. Options are A. Universal Sompo General Insurance Company, B. Max Life Insurance, C. Bajaj Allianz General Insurance, D. HDFC Ergo General Insurance. In none of these. The right answer is option D. HDFC Ergo General Insurance. So the HDFC Ergo General Insurance has launched this Business Kist Suraksha insurance cover. So this scheme, this Business Kist Suraksha, it is an insurance cover that offers financial protection to balance sheets of microfinance institutions and financial institutions and banks in the case of any natural calamity or disasters. That's most important question. You need to remember answer. This scheme, especially this Business Kist Suraksha scheme, is a protection, a financial protection to balance sheets of microfinance institutions, financial institutions and banks in case of any natural calamity or disasters. So this insurance cover was launched with an aim to reduce the negative impact on balance sheets, which occur due to non-payment of EMIs by borrower or due to natural calamities like earthquakes, cyclones and floods. So they are going to reduce this negative impact on these type of risk, no? So that is why they made this type of insurance cover. So this Business Kist Suraksha insurance cover launched by HDFC Ergo General Insurance Company. So when it comes to static part, this company headquarters it is Mumbai. Now next question says, the Employees Provident Fund Organization EPFO announced to maintain 8.5% of the annual rate of interest on PF Provident Fund for the year 2021. So the question is, who is the present CEO of EPFO? Friends, when you see first part of the question, so the EPFO is going to maintain a rate of interest of annual 8.5. So that is, now EPFO, their Provident Fund rate of interest is for the year 2021, it is 8.5. So the question is, who is present CEO of this EPFO? These are the options. Options are A. Santosh Gangwar, B. Sunil Bharatwal, C. Rajiv Malhotra, D. Manoj Sinha. In none of these. Friends, right answer is option B. It is Sunil Bharatwal. Sunil Bharatwal, he is present CEO of EPFO. So when it comes to EPFO, it is one of the world's largest social security organization. So in terms of client and volume of financial transactions undertaken. So at present, this EPFO maintaining around 19% plus 19 crores plus accounts. So they are pertaining to its members. So EPFO maintaining 19 crore accounts. They are maintaining this total this provident fund accounts. So they are going to give interest for the year 2020. It is 8.5%. So present EPFO CEO name is Sunil Bharatwal. So that's all about that is regarding to this question. So and also one more thing you have to remember, this EPFO, this Employees Provident Fund Organization, it is works under Ministry of Labor and Employment, Government of India. This point also you need to remember in exam point of view. They may ask EPFO is works under which ministry. So at that time you have to give answer Ministry of Labor and Employment of Government of India. So under Labor and Employment Ministry, this EPFO is working. So the headquarters of this EPFO it is New Delhi. Now next one says, name the chairman of Muthoot Group who passed away recently. So recently, it is a sad news. Recently our Muthoot Group chairman has passed away. So they are asking Muthoot Group chairman name. These are the options. Options are A. George Thomas Muthoot, B. G.M. Muthoot, C. Neha George Muthoot, D. M.G. George Muthoot. E. None of these. Friends, right answer is option D. M.G. George Muthoot. So he is the chairman of Muthoot Group. So recently he passed away. So when it comes to this Muthoot Group having around 5,000 plus branches all over India, and they are having around 56,000 crore of their loan book. So 56,000 crores rupees they have already lended. So when it comes to customer frequency, so they are having 6 million customers. So under Muthoot Group, so they are having 6 million customers. So the chairman name is M.G. George Muthoot. So he is recently passed away. Now moving on, next question. The question says, which bank has invited applications from startups and solo entrepreneurs for its startup grant under Parivartan, the bank's umbrella CSR brand? So simply, which bank? There is certain bank, that bank having the CSR brand, that is corporate social responsibility brand. That name is Parivartan. So under this scheme, so they are seeking applications from startups and solo entrepreneurs. So they are asking which bank that is. These are the options. Options are A. HDFC Bank, B. Kotak Mahindra Bank, C. Axis Bank, D. Citibank. Right answer is option A. It is HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank has been inviting applications from startups and solo entrepreneurs for their startup grant under this Parivartan scheme. So it is a bank's CSR brand. So this Parivartan is aimed at finding and deploying long-term sustainable solutions at scale to address social issues and contribute to the economic and social developments of the country. So this year the bank is focusing on startups creating this social impact at scale in sectors such as education, technology and skill development, among others. Simply remember HDFC Bank. This bank having a startup, this bank seeking application from startup companies and the new entrepreneurs. So that CSR brand name it is Parivartan. That's all. And if you haven't yet subscribed my channel, please subscribe my Invoicing YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest notification to your mobile. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Jai Hind.